time we're going to make pizza. Now, homemade pizza is one of the best things in the world, it really is. So we need 350 grams of strong bread flour. I'm using a combination of organic flours from Shipton Mill. I'm going to be using 200 grams of organic Emma flour, similar to spelt in that it has very low gluten, it's got a low glycemic index. And to give a little bit of elasticity, we're going to use some of this Shipton Mill organic traditional white flour. Now this is from a rare variety of English wheat called the Maris Widgeon. It has a beautiful flavour. First of all, I'm going to weigh out 150 grams of the Maris Widgeon, and that goes in the bowl. And then I'm going to add 200 grams of the Emma flour, and that goes in. I'm going to be using some fresh yeast. This one is from Morrison's. There's nothing quite like the flavour of fresh yeast. You can use instant dry yeast if you prefer, but I just think that fresh yeast has a far superior flavour. But that's my personal opinion. So we want about 15 grams of the fresh yeast. If you were using the quick yeast, the dried yeast, you would want about 7 grams. And we add that yeast. Instructions say add it to some lukewarm water and put it in a warm place until it goes frothy after about 15 minutes. But this is a tip I picked up a long time ago, whereby you simply mix in the fresh yeast as if you were making pastry or crumble. I'm going to add now a teaspoon of salt. So there's a teaspoon of salt. And we want 250 millilitres of lukewarm water. And we want 2 tablespoons of olive oil. I'm going to add the olive oil to the water. And then we're going to add it gradually. Now I think it's better to use your hands to mix, starting at the sides, bringing the mixture into the middle. Until it's all combined. Just so it holds everything together. Now you see all the flour is combined. So we're going to turn this out now onto an oiled surface and knead it for about 5 to 10 minutes. So I'm pouring a little olive oil on the surface. You have to get it past its sticky stage, which will take 5 to 10 minutes. So this has had 7 or 8 minutes now. It's formed a smooth, soft skin. We're going to put it into a bowl, oiled and covered over with a tea towel for at least an hour or until it's doubled in size in a warm, draft-free place. A little oil. Move your fingers inside the bowl. Pick up the dough very carefully. Place it in the bowl. I like to move it around a little bit to coat it all. And then we're going to cover it with a tea towel. If there's nowhere suitable in the kitchen, why not put it near a radiator, for example, in the living room? This has now doubled in size, so I'm going to turn it out on a board with a little flour, and then we can divide it into 3 and roll it to make a pizza. I'm just knocking it back a little bit, just to let out all the is popping it back with a little kneading. And that should be okay now. And I'm going to shape this and put it on a baking tray lined with greaseproof and baking paper, which means that you don't have to grease the tin or the tray before the dough goes on. And rolling it out into a pizza type shape. You can have any shape that you want, actually. You see how it just holds? It's got some elasticity but not too much. A good pizza shouldn't have too much elasticity, which is why spelt flour or our flour or a mixture of that and wheat is often better than just wheat on its own, which can have too much gluten. You don't want anything that's too stretchy. It needs to hold its shape a bit. See how it keeps its shape? That's really nice. Stir it about a bit. And I'm going to pop it onto this baking tray. And then we're going to put some things on it. I'm going to spread this with a little pesto. I like green pesto. It makes a change from tomato sauce. I'm going to put it over. I'm going to place some torn mozzarella over the top. You can use cheese if you prefer. You can get a grated mozzarella from the supermarket. You can use any cheese really, as long as it's something that's going to melt well. And now I'm going to put some sliced tomatoes on top. These are cherry tomatoes. And some basil. A piece of sun-dried tomato, just to make it look a bit more interesting. I'm also going to put on some shredded leftover chicken all over. And I'm going to drizzle over some of this olive oil from the jar of the sun-dried tomatoes. This helps it sizzle and cook beautifully. And lastly, this is chili pepper with chili flakes in. And that's now ready to pop in an oven. I'm going to put it in an oven at 200 degrees Celsius, which is gas mark 6, quite high up in the oven. It's had about 10 minutes now, so I'm going to remove it from the oven. It's done. See, that's beautiful. That's exactly how it should be. I'm going to move it onto the board, ready to serve. And there we have it, a lovely chicken and tomato pizza, all homemade.